How many of us truly notice the moment the mind becomes disturbed? Often we realize it only when it shows in our behavior, when we snap at someone, lose concentration, or feel anxious. But disturbance does not begin in behavior. It begins much earlier in a single thought. How do I know my mind is disturbed? I cannot focus. I feel irritation when things do not go my way. There is restlessness without a clear reason. If it continues, even the body reacts. Faster heartbeat, tension, disturbed sleep. By then, the disturbance has moved from mind to body. But where did it start? It usually begins with a small thought. What if I fail? What if something goes wrong? There may be no real reason, only a possibility. Yet the mind repeats it, and what we repeat, we begin to believe. Inside each of us, there is always a dialogue. One thought says, what if I fail? Another can say, why will I fail? If the fearful thought is not questioned, it grows stronger. If it is gently challenged, it weakens. Imagine someone keeps saying, what if I fall? There may be no danger at all, but repetition creates fear. If we respond by saying, don't worry, I'll take care of you if you fall, we unintentionally confirm the fall. Instead, we must say, why will you fall? Everything is stable. Gradually, fear loses its power. The same applies within us. When the mind says, what if I fail? We must answer with conviction. Success is possible. I am capable. The mind may argue again. That is natural. But one of the two thoughts will win. Do not let the positive one give up too easily. The mind is like a child. If not guided, it jumps from one fear to another. Today, it fears failure. Tomorrow, it fears rejection. Slowly, this becomes a habit, a pattern of thinking, and it began with one unchecked thought. So what can we do? First, catch the disturbance at the level of thought. Do not wait until it appears in words or behavior. Second, practice conscious self-talk. Write your fearful thought down, then write a stronger, wiser response beneath it. By doing this, you are teaching the mind a new language, just as parents patiently teach a child to speak kindly and confidently. Third, protect your emotional diet. We become what we repeatedly watch, read, and listen to. If we fill our mornings with fear-based news, anger, and negativity, we feed insecurity to the mind. Even if we say, it's just a story, the emotional energy enters us. Just as we are careful about physical nutrition, we must be careful about mental nutrition. Try this. For 1 month, avoid consuming fear early in the day. Replace it with something uplifting, reflection, gratitude, inspiring words. In a short time, you will notice the mind speaking differently. There is a big difference between information and emotion. We may need information, but we do not need to absorb fear. Fear has no logic when it dominates. But with awareness, discipline, and self-love, we can guide the mind gently. The best healer of the mind is the self. Sit quietly, listen, respond with strength, change the inner dialogue, change the emotional diet, and watch your mind return to peace.